Are you looking for the best gaming monitors under $200? In this video we will look at some of the best gaming monitors under $200 on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Acer C24G1A. Why it made the cut: great ergonomics and improved connectivity make the Acer C24G1A an easy recommendation. At $215, the Acer C24G1A 1500R curve feels extremely luxurious. Curved displays tend to be a little more expensive than flat panels, so color us surprised when we found one and that it offers better connectivity and ergonomics than most in its price range. No, it's no ultra-wide monitor, but it's also not going to stretch your budget like one. While every other monitor on our list is only tilt adjustable, the C24G1A offers full adjustability, leading to much more customizable viewing angles. It also offers strong performance, with a 144Hz refresh rate screen that can be overclocked to 165Hz via the settings menu. HDMI 2.0 connectivity is appreciated here, as it handles color depth and refresh rates better than HDMI 1.4. Specs: size, 24-inch. Native resolution, 1920 by 1080. Panel type, VA. Refresh rate, 144Hz, 165Hz overclocked. Response time, 1 millisecond. Ports, HDMI 2.0, 2, DisplayPort 1.2, audio out. Ergonomics, swivel, tilt, height adjust, VESA mountable. Variable refresh rate, AMD FreeSync. Built-in speakers, no. At number 2. Acer Nitro QG241W-19203R. The Acer Nitro QG241W-19203R has 3 ports, including an HDMI 2.0 port that allows for high refresh rates on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Why it made the cut: HDMI 2.0, HDR10, and built-in speakers are enough to make the Acer Nitro QG241W a solid, if basic, screen for PC and consoles. The Acer Nitro QG241W-19203R has a solid combination of features for hooking up game consoles, as well as a gaming PC. Does it have the finer points that the best monitors for PS5 and Xbox Series systems sing? It does not. The Nitro QG241W is a 1080p, 144Hz monitor, but it has 2 HDMI ports, one of which is HDMI 2.0, which supports 1080p at 120Hz, opening the door for high frame rates in games like Destiny 2 and Doom Eternal, which run at 120 frames per second in 1080p on the PS5 and Series X. The Acer Nitro QG241W is also the only monitor on our list to feature HDR10, the same HDR standard found on most TV. Unfortunately, it's a relatively dim panel, just 250 nits, so don't expect to see a huge benefit in dark corners. At number 3. Sceptre E248W-19203R. Why it made the cut: at $140, the Sceptre E248W-19203R is very affordable, and makes for a great companion for older systems. Sometimes you just need a display. When you need a new gaming monitor and want to spend as little as humanly possible, the Sceptre E248W-19203R offers an impressively cheap screen. While its performance won't turn heads, its price tag is one of the lowest in the gaming space. For less than $150, you get a slim, utilitarian 1080p VA panel with multiple HDMI ports and built-in speakers. More than the other monitors on this list, this Sceptre screen comes with some very serious trade-offs. You only get a 75Hz refresh rate, which may be fine for players with cheaper systems, but seriously limits the lifespan of the monitor. Likewise, it features a reported 5 milliseconds response time, which shouldn't ruin any game, but is dramatically higher than most other displays. There's nothing wrong with this display, but we only recommend this display because of its low price. Please keep that in mind. At number 4. Acer 27G2S. Why it made the cut: a 27-inch monitor for under $200 is hard to come by, but the Acer 27G2S has you covered. With a tight budget and room for only one or two little luxuries, a 27-inch monitor doesn't really seem like a great way to get the best bang for your buck. Still, size matters most to some people, so we wanted to make sure you know that you can find a 27-inch display for less than $200. A larger variation on our top pick, the AOC27G2S is a fast, affordable, no-frills monitor. Like its 24-inch counterpart, it covers the basics that we look for in a monitor: 1080p resolution, 165Hz, 1 millisecond response time. At 27 inches, you're trading some pixel density for more screen real estate, which will make the little details in your game look a little less sharp. There's no denying that it's fun to play games and watch streaming content on a bigger screen, though. At number 5. AOC G2490VX. The AOC G2490VX has all the specs we look for in a basic gaming monitor, including 1080p, 144Hz gameplay. Why it made the cut? The AOC G2490VX gives all the specs you need at the price you want. Plenty of monitors hit 1080p, a 144Hz refresh rate, and 1 millisecond response time, but very few give it to you for the same price as the AOC G2490VX. This essentialist monitor may lack some of the trapping found in more expensive displays like extra ports and HDR, but its core specs are right on the money. It isn't without problems. Reports suggest you should expect some ghosting issues with fast-moving objects, but these are solved through adjusting the monitor in variable refresh rate settings. Specs: size, 23.8 inch. Native resolution, 1920 by 1080. Panel type, VA. Refresh rate, 144 Hz. Response time, 1 millisecond. Ports, HDMI 1.4, DisplayPort 1.2, audio out. Ergonomics, tilt, Visa mountable. Variable refresh rate, AMD FreeSync. Built-in speakers, no.